Welcome in the newest, best, more detailed updates if you are planning to travel to Bali.
Welcome to the video, guys. We are Josh and Polly, and in this video we're going to be sharing with you some key updates if you're thinking of traveling to Bali or if you're already in Bali and you want to know some key things for your stay here. So we've actually, around a year ago, we stayed in Bali for around six months. So a long time. We know Bali very well. We know the different things. So we're going to be sharing with you some of these cool gems that we haven't seen any other videos share about. But not only that, we are now in Bali again.
We are now in Bali again, and things have changed. Not everything, but what we had decided here, what we're going to do to don't repeat ourselves, what we have recorded last year, and we're going to attach this video also in our descriptions. So for the things we are not sharing here, you can go back, there are timestamps, and you can go to particular topic that you're interested in and just go through, see what's going on, what is the update out there, because those updates are still up to date.
Yes.
But we're going to share things that are new, that we were surprised positively and on the other direction as well. But we want to share with you so you prepare in the best way and you will have amazing holidays on the longest day.
So that video is a foundation. This video, after you watch this video, make sure to check that one. But this one is for the updates for this year and beyond.
And very important, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you waiting for? In our channel, we're sharing everything that's travels, spirituality, lifestyle, new hacks and things, and everything and anything
that will make your life your best life ever.
There we go.
So, first thing that we're going to be covering in this video is all to do with, you probably heard of this, dry season and wet season. Should you come to Bali in wet season? How is wet season? What is it like? Is it raining all day, every day? Let's break some myths.
And actually, last year when we arrived in Bali, we went there in August. So it was like summer in Europe where we are from. Josh is from England, if you guys are curious about, and I'm Polish. And it was a super summer, super hot, and we actually stayed up to early February. And this year we arrived in February and we're going to stay whole February, whole March, and who knows?
Maybe a bit longer.
Who knows how longer, yeah.
So actually last time it was pretty interesting because when we came in August, we were constantly on the lookout when is wet season? Because we were only planning to stay for 1-2 months. We ended up staying 6 months because Bali is amazing. So if you're not in Bali yet, make sure to come to Bali. This is your sign. But not only that, we were there. We were always fearful of wet season. We heard about wet season. We heard that, oh crap, it's going to be raining soon. So we kept asking different people when is wet season?
Local people, by the way.
Local people, exactly.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is when we would ask these local people, different person would tell us different times. One person would say, yeah, it's not rainy season now, some month's time. Another person would say it's rainy season now, so yeah, you need to be mindful. We were like, when is this rainy season?
And do you know what is the thing? When you go to Google and you will search, the Google always give you the truth, right? So we were thinking rainy season, sure, it's gonna be raining day and night. So what kind of pleasure you've got by being in Bali when it's raining day and night? You can't even go out because the rain is super heavy, which obviously is a myth.
Literally, it's not what you expect. When you picture rainy season, you're thinking it's raining all day, every day. It's not the case.
We are in rainy season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right now we're in rainy season, midway through February.
Can you see my tan? I'm a pale person, guys. Obviously, you can see Josh.
I will show you my tan, but it's a bit too close to different lines.
But you can see that Josh, obviously, he's kind of sun-kissed naturally. I'm looking like you in the unsunned area.
The unsun-kissed area, yeah. But right now, we'll show you a video as well. Right now, it's pure bliss, pure lovely sun. We have experienced some rain, but that's only really been sometimes at night or even early hours of the morning. But by that time, we're not even really up. And by the time we wake up, it's sunshine.
And even if it will rain during the day, the rain can be intense. Usually it's very short, and after 20-30 minutes, you don't even know what's raining because the sun is so strong.
It's still so warm, no?
Yeah, it's 30-something degrees, so it's perfect.
If you're thinking of coming in rainy season but not sure, actually, it's not what you think, and we're going to the beach every day in the morning, right? Every day in the morning we're going to the beach, sunshine. Today was the only day that's been properly overcast all around in the morning, but it was still very hot, was able to get this beautiful sun-kissed skin right here, right now. One disclaimer.
Yeah.
Are you saying one disclaimer?
No, I just want to add an extra bonus.
Go on, give them a bonus.
So the extra bonus is because Christmas period, like a New Year, Christmas, December, is super packed in Bali. It's crazy, filled with tourists. And actually this period right now, it's perfect. Like, it's not too many tourists because everyone who were celebrating Christmas and New Year, they already gone. So now it's pretty chill, you know, it's not too crowded everywhere because, you know, in Bali you've got this cities or towns where all the tourists going to. So we are pretty blessed. This is perfect time to go. You will get tan, you will feel relaxed, you won't be crowded. So this is our secret bonus. And actually, Balinese people said, yeah, it's super quiet right now. And when it's super quiet, the price is a bit lower because they really want to sell things to people.
But we'll get to that in the next, one of the later points. Okay, no spoilers, no spoilers. But the last thing I wanted to mention on this point was actually right now we're staying in Seminyak, so near Canggu, near Kuta, around that area. If you're thinking of going places like Ubud, which is another popular place in Bali, just noting that in wet season, it's similar to here, but there might potentially be a bit more rain, only because it's forest area. So just bear that in mind, depending on where you're traveling. We're specifically right now in Seminyak, near the beach.
And actually, if you're going to check our channel, you will see we recorded plenty of videos from Ubud because we actually stayed in Ubud for nearly 6 months. So they're going to be very different, various videos, and you can find something that would be interesting for you.
So second point is all to do with booking your tickets.
Yeah, tell about it. Tell more.
I'm not the person who books the tickets. I'm one of those people, and some of you may relate to this, where it's like as soon as it comes to booking flights, booking tickets,
He's
booking
tired,
hotels.
he's got a headache,
Man,
he just needs to go for a walk.
It's like I'm back at school saying that I'm not feeling good for the teacher. But no, Polly is the expert, so over to Polly.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm expert, but I really enjoy those things.
I don't know how she does it.
I don't know either, but like booking flights, booking accommodation. So what we would like to explain, we did in our previous video walk you through how to find, first of all, the best tickets, means the cheapest price, the shorter duration of the ticket, and with a decent airline. So we're going to attach the video again. This is the same video. You can go to the timestamp that is talking about the booking the flight tickets and check it out there. The one thing we would like to add, because things have changed a little bit, so we flew with Emirates. And what is really important for you, they become very freaking strict with the baggage allowance.
Like crazy. I've never experienced it like this.
Yeah, before we can, you know, squeeze a little bit here, a little bit there, have a small luggage, put a backpack. Now that's not the case. So basically, and they didn't say this when you buy a ticket. Usually when you buy a small luggage, you know you can take a bag or a backpack. So we basically had the 2 big luggages, 3. Then we had the 2 small luggages, and then backpacks.
2 rucksacks.
Rucksacks like filled with computers, chargers, and all the stuff. And actually they were super strict. We're flying from Poland, and Emirates changed the rules that you cannot have an extra
like rucksack
or something. Yeah, you only can have a hand luggage. And they're very cheeky because we didn't know what to do. They said, oh, you need to pay extra, like $20 for a kilogram. Otherwise you cannot take them on the board. So actually we were super lucky, super creative. Somehow we squeezed everything. We're putting clothes on ourselves, we're squeezing things in the luggages, and we went through. But just keep this in mind, that if Emirates become more strict, maybe it's also with different airlines. So just try to be precise with the weight.
Yeah, and obviously with this as well, sometimes it is dependent upon the person you're speaking to as well. Because when we got there, the woman who was checking us in said, okay, you're not allowed rucksack and bag, but women can have rucksack and bag, right? So
rucksack or bag. You know not rucksack.
Oh, really?
No, luggage and a bag, she said. But it can't be filled.
So but then she checked it with us. So I had just a small suitcase. Polly had a small suitcase and a small bag. And she said, okay, that's good. Then we got to the bit where we were actually walking onto the plane just before there, and the guy said, no, it has to just be 2 suitcases. So obviously it depends who you're speaking to. We're sharing this with you because then it can be in your mind to prepare this so that you're not basing it on who you're speaking to. Also, an extra thing with regards to booking your tickets. So for us, when we were booking our tickets, well, I say we, but Polly, when Polly was booking our tickets, we didn't know where we were going after Bali. We're not sure we wanted to stay longer. Last time we said we're going to stay for 1 month or 2 months in Bali, we stayed for 6 months. So we didn't want to cut ourselves down and say we're leaving Bali on this day. So we didn't buy a onward ticket. Now that's okay if you're buying an onward ticket, cool. If you're not, unless you're a digital nomad or you're just traveling to Bali, not sure where you're going next, bear this point in mind because it's super important. Because when we got to the woman for the check-in, she actually said to us that we need an onward ticket, which we didn't have.
Yeah.
So now you're probably thinking, oh crap, what do you do in that case? You have to buy a new whole ticket?
Especially if you have no plans yet.
Yeah,
you know
and you don't want to commit to something.
Yeah.
So what we did and what we recommended is this website called onwardticket.com. You can just type it into Google or click the link below. We use this website because all it is, you just pay around $16 for a ticket where it just literally buys a legit ticket you can set the destination. So we set it from Bali to Malaysia. So when the woman was asking us, in literally 3 minutes, when she said you need an onward ticket, I got my phone out, bought an onward ticket for $16, showed her the thing, and then
you went through, she said, oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
obviously the ticket expires after 24 hours.
You can set it to either 24 hours or 48 hours, depending on how long your flight is, depending on when you're activating your ticket. But 24 hours to 48 hours, you can activate it and then it will expire depending on what you choose. So very, very cool thing that we recommend. If you're not sure whether you're traveling onwards and you're not sure whether they need an onward ticket, you can always use that website. Literally, we were standing at the check-in and she was like, have you got an onward ticket? We were like, no. I was like, 1 second. And then I just went to this website, bought the ticket, got the PDF, showed it to her, then she just let us through.
But you know, because when she said this to us, she said that one family flew to Bali, and in Bali they asked them for onward ticket. They didn't have it, so they turned them back. Can you imagine?
Flying all the way to Bali.
Can you imagine? Actually, we didn't need to use the ticket, but the lady in Poland, Polish airport, she was pretty strict, so it took like that. So if you really want to be secure, you can get this ticket anyway. $16, where you can get a coffee in Starbucks for that with extra cream or whatever.
At the airport.
At the airport, exactly. Or if you will be facing the situation that you know what to do, you're not going to be stressing out.
Yeah. Otherwise it can be very stressful. So use that thing, $16 per person.
There we go.
At the time of recording this, so yeah, we definitely recommend that.
Okie dokie, we're moving to point number 3, which is accommodation. And I am still in charge of accommodation. I love search for different things. Again, we did mention a lot in the previous video how you can book your accommodations and what are the best platforms to book. The one thing we want to share here today is for those of you guys who are going for longer period of time. As longer you book for, the cheaper will be. And it's crazy, seriously, especially on Airbnb. This time we booked our flat from Airbnb and it's like nearly 100 meters with the 2 bedrooms, living room. What was happening? The price went 50% down when we booked straight away for 1 month.
And this is a major thing because obviously we know that the longer you book, generally the cheaper it is. However, this is the first time that we've seen such a drastic decrease in pricing on something like Airbnb. So definitely what we were doing in the past, we were always booking like 2 weeks, because we were like, we're not sure we like the place, let's check it out, if we like it we can extend or something like that. But literally, it's no brainer. If you're booking 1 month, you get 50% off. On Airbnb, obviously it might be similar on booking.com. We haven't really checked booking.com too much, we used to, but not anymore. But definitely Airbnb, book it for that month, get that 50% discount,
And
use it for more things in Bali.
Yeah, exactly. And if you actually want, I'm always like, will we like a place? Sometimes pictures, they not give you a truth. They color them, they make them bigger, brighter and stuff. But a very easy thing that you can do at Airbnb if you not really feel comfortable in the app or on that website. You go on the very bottom and you
just
can
get yourself a poly.
You can contact the owner, and then you can just drop your number there like I did, and I asked the owner or someone who's a host of the property if he can send me on WhatsApp a video of the place. So he basically, and they're super polite people, they will do that for you. So he basically recorded like a hot 3 minutes video walking around whole the place, and I was like, yeah, let's get it. And then when I extended to 1 month, the price dropped 50%. It's insane. So what I would like to say, the place that we're staying, it cost us per night around, I need to check, £45, which is $55 per night. And with this size, with this quality, it's super cheap. If you guys looking for something cheaper, also in the previous video, we is a timestamp that we explain a lot about super cheap accommodations we're staying. We're paying about $25 and was pretty cool, especially if you're going for shorter stays.
$25 per day. Per day. And the cool thing is, like, the thing about that, sometimes you can find different local places or local villas, like when you're here. So it could even be the case where you book short term with an Airbnb or Booking.com or even some sort of hostel or something like that. Then when you're in Bali, you can look around and see, get the vibe, because you can often find these new villas for much cheaper, much more discount.
Okay, point number 4, and this one is just very quick because for those of you who've seen our previous video, we were after pandemic time, which is after pandemic now as well anyway, but there were restrictions regarding coming to Bali. So you needed to be vaccinated or you needed to have a PCR. Actually, you need to be vaccinated. It depends again who you're talking to at the airport, who you're talking to when you arrive. Yeah, they were pretty strict and fussy about this. But the news!
Breaking news! So this time, and this breaking news was actually kind of hard for us to find. Like, before we came to Bali, we were aware what happened last time and the predicament that we had. We explained it in a different video as well. And it was very intense, right, with regards to vaccination, with regards to what you need, all these different things. So this time, we were actually looking online. But the problem was, when I was looking online, it was very tough to see what is the actual truth. One website said you need this, another website said you need this, another website said that thing, for example, like yellow fever vaccine is optional, another website recommended it or said that you need to do it. So it's like so many different conflicting opinions. So what we did, before we came, we asked a friend who was coming to Bali. They mentioned that there was no ask for any sort of vaccinations. We also double checked it, found a few different websites that said this.
Deep.
We dig deep, but from our experience since coming to Bali, literally when did we arrive? Like early February. No need for any vaccines. They don't ask for any vaccine paper, anything like that. So you can be rest assured, if you're not sure, I went through the same thing as us with the websites and looking for different things, you can rest assured that at the time of recording this, no vaccines are needed. And point number 5, this is a very quick one, it's very simple, it's all to do with visas.
Ta-da!
So how do visas in Bali work? What does it look like? Very simple. For us, we are flying from Poland and also British citizen. What it is you can actually get a visa on arrival for 30 days. And we think most places, wherever you're coming from, actually it's very simple. You just get 30 days visa on arrival. When you arrive, you get off the plane, $30, $35, you get a visa on arrival, it lasts for 30 days. If you want to extend it, you can actually extend it within the country for another 30 days. You just have to go to somewhere in Denpasar, like south of Bali, and you just give your biometrics, give your fingerprints, go for like a half day, and then they do that. You can extend for 30 more days after that.
Just be aware, if you want to extend, you stay 30 days, you want to extend, don't go on the like a 29th day, because this is a process. So we recommend to go at least a week before. And actually, I think we need to go soon.
Yeah, we're going soon.
So a week before, and then an extra thing is, if you want to stay longer than 2 months, the easiest thing is, option 1, you can do what we did last year. So we weren't going to repeat ourselves. It's still working the same way. Go to the previous video and check the visa timestamp. Or the other way, you can just leave the country for 1 night, go to the closest country, and flight tickets are pretty cheap when you're going pretty close. Stay for 1 night, come back after 1 day. You can still leave stuff in your accommodation, right? You're just going for a small trip. Come back and they will give you another visa on arrival. So the process repeat from the beginning.
But obviously you can't keep doing that. They will, put something in place. So this is not a case where every 2 months you can just leave for a day, come back. So it doesn't work like that forever. But what we've seen, a lot of our friends have just been doing, going for a day, 2 days, 3 days, just to make it even safer. Then come back for the next 30-day visa on arrival, then extend.
There we go.
But yeah, we're not going to explain the thingy, point number 6 yet. We're not going to explain the thing to do with the visa in this video because actually there's a bit of an extended explanation in the other video. So make sure to check that out. And now we can move on to point number 6, which is...
Point number 6 is a SIM card. You may think, SIM card? This is even a point to talk about. Yes, it is. And actually Josh is, I don't want to say obsessed about this, but Josh, he really investigate everything for us to get the best deal with internet and stuff like that.
Like, you know what the thing is, you come to Bali, you get good vibes, you get good sunlight, you get good energy, you get good everything, you get all the good vibes. However, sometimes, because you are tourists, sometimes locals can actually try and, say...
Take an advantage.
Yeah, exactly. So when we got to the airport, we were there and then quickly, there's all these SIM card people saying like, SIM card, SIM card, SIM card. We go to Telkomsel. We find that that's the best one for us.
And I think all the Balinese people use Telkomsel,
Yeah.
so that is a sign for you, this is the one to go to.
Yeah, so Telkomsel, there are other ones that you can test if you want to, but we personally use Telkomsel. It's the red one, the red branding. When we went there, the woman, she gave us a price list. Maybe we can put the prices on the screen. She actually told us, it's very, very interesting to know. She told us that the lowest price one, I think it was like a 23 gig or 18 gig one, that one only lasts for 7 days. So she was kind of pushing us, if you're staying for more than 7 days, go for the other ones. But then we just said, no what, because we've been here before, we didn't get the full one at the airport. We still wanted the SIM card at the airport because we wanted to use Gojek or Grab or communicate on WhatsApp kind of thing, get some internet. So we bought the lowest amount of internet possible. And then outside of there, what we recommend is then when you're in your local accommodation, there's so many of these SIM card shops that are way, way, way cheaper, like 50% cheaper.
Crazy. Way
more cheaper than the airport. So basically at the airport, you could be spending, I don't know, $35 for a certain amount of internet. Local shop, you could be spending $10 for it. So big difference. So we recommend, you can get a bit of internet at the airport if you need to, but definitely just get it at the local shop. It's much cheaper. And actually you can get promos which are even cheaper if you've got a fresh new SIM card in Bali.
Another point, which is point number 7. We're nearly there. It's travel. We did dedicate so much in detail, in depth, in the other video. You know which one video, in a timestamp travel. However, we just want to emphasize, definitely when you arrive to Bali, download yourself an app called Gojek or Grab, where you can get travel, food, and you can get the cars and scooters. The easiest, the simplest, you can pay to the guy, or I think it can be taken from your card. It works perfectly. What you can do, you can also get a driver from the airport because there's tons of people waiting for you to say yes to. The only thing is, you can't really compare the price because you're fresh tourists, and they will take advantage of you. You know, these people want to make some money as well. If you want someone that is safe, secure, we do have our drivers. So if you're really interested, you can drop us a message in the comments, and then we will take care of that. Because we do have our drivers that they were taking us around. We trust those people. They're absolutely amazing, and they won't rip you off, basically. Yeah.
So and we've got two main drivers that we use. One for one side of Bali, like Seminyak, Canggu, Kuta, and the one for more Ubud area, the foresty area, the more spiritual vibe area. We have a driver there. So we have two different drivers, but depending where we are, and then we can provide you with details if you need.
Okay, the point number 8, which is for us is a big thing, you know, because we are such foodies. We're going to talk a little bit about the prices. You really can find in Bali a variety of restaurants. It's insane.
So many temptations. So
lunches, dinners, different cuisines from the whole around the world. And you know, we talk a lot about in previous video and other videos. If you will go into our other videos, you will see we dedicated the whole videos towards food. But what I would like to say, it's definitely, I would say, cheaper in Bali to get nice breakfast than where you're living at the moment. That may not be true in 100%, but I would say 90-80%, because it's definitely much cheaper than in UK. And I would actually say cheaper to go out, have a nice breakfast than in Poland.
So it depends. It depends which restaurants you go into. The cheapest ones are the local ones, which are called warungs. And those ones provide and produce local Indonesian food, which is literally for 10,000, which is like 50p. 10,000, 20,000, 30 pounds, so 50. Let's just say around $1-2. You can get a nice meal, Balinese meal. That's the absolute cheapest. Like today, we went somewhere that was it's called Basil in Seminyak. And we got 2 breakfasts. We got a matcha iced tea or matcha latte. We got a coconut water, all for around 200,000, which is around about $12-13. We'll put the exact price on the screen, but $12-13 for 2 breakfasts, 2 drinks, and it's really good. So obviously from there you can go even further up the spectrum, and you can be paying, you know, $15, $20, $30 for meals for 2 people. But still, yeah, like what I said, a lot cheaper than most places.
Definitely, it's so easy to go out if you know there's a good quality food and it's such a reasonable price. So yeah, go out, eat out.
And if you don't want to eat out,
if you don't want to eat out, on the other hand, you can cook which we actually last year we were cooking a lot, you know, we were cooking a lot, and there is a section in the other video as well that you can watch. However, this year we've seen a slight change because, you know, in Bali they do have a big supermarkets. The big supermarkets like Pepito, Bintang, Delta, and they're strictly supermarkets for tourists. It's everything there, like seriously everything. And because they're importing everything for tourists to feel and be familiar with the products, the prices are pretty crazy. Like the prices are more expensive. Like the shopping that we would do here in that supermarket, it would be more expensive than we would go to Tesco, Sainsbury
in the UK.
In UK, seriously.
And definitely way more expensive than in Poland.
Oh my, big time.
So yeah, so obviously, but to be honest, we are buying foods because we like to have decent quality, certain things that we buy, like healthy products. So that is one factor to take into account. Obviously, if you're just casual eating pot noodles for breakfast or lunch kind of thing, then it's going to be a similar price. But yeah, we on average for week shopping, we're spending around 1.5 mil, which is like
around $100.
Around $100. But yeah, we do get a lot of different like quality food or meats and stuff like that.
So yeah. Oh, one more thing which is going to add to prices: local shops. You know, you will be tempted to buy so many different things, so many different dresses, bikinis, tops, souvenirs, original bags and shoes. There's plenty of shops, and you need to know that negotiation is the key there. And you know, like it's so funny because on one hand you feel like, okay, I know these people don't earn a lot of money, so for them this is a perfect opportunity to have some more money. And then the train of thoughts is they've got families, they want to pay rent, da 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 da. But on the other hand, you don't want to be ripped off. So you know, funny situation, we're looking for rain jackets, and we knew because we're living in Bali that for 2 rain jackets is like 50,000. I don't know, it's not much, it's like how much is 50,000?
Around $3.
Around $3, right? And we went to the shop and the guy said 150. I laughed and I say, and this is a good tactic. It's like, I'm not a tourist. We live in Bali. I know what's the prices. And he said 100. I was like, no. I know what is the prices. 80,000. He was dropping price and I was still. And at the end of the day, I pulled like 40,000. And I said, that's all I got. No, please. And they you know, the heart is melting because they really ask you, please for good luck, please for this, for that. And
you're playing on your heartstrings, man.
Big time. And you may feel like, oh, what should I do? But at the end of the day, I gave him 40, I took the jackets and I just walked away. You know what I mean? So they will try.
So, yeah.
Just don't be fooled, but at the end of the day, don't get too crazy, like, you know, to pay nothing for something that you will actually get in exchange.
Yeah, you just do what you feel comfortable with. Obviously, we recommend negotiating. And to be honest, Polly, what she just said there, she said one line and it pretty much reduced the price in half. The one line was, I am not a tourist, I live in Bali, what's the real price? And then that dropped price to 100 to 80. So if you just want to use that, then more like literally 9 times out of 10, they will drop price. Unless you're in some of these like commercial shops where they can't drop the price, but local shops, they can. Then if you want to go further, then you can use the other tactic, I've only got this much and give it to them. So bonus tactics for you.
There we go, and we are at the last point number 9. And this is a bonus actually, because we didn't know about this when we were last year in Bali.
And we were here for 6 months and we didn't know about this.
And actually I've asked my friend, because he's living here kind of permanently. As you guys know, we do lots of recordings on our different social media, and we were like, okay, and we also do events, live events with people, we do coaching. So we were like, okay, we need to take all our equipment, but some equipment we just couldn't take it. Like for example, huge flip chart or like a stool or different things. They just couldn't travel. Trust me, I was looking for a big luggage, it wouldn't fit. So I was thinking like, but clearly it needs to be something, some platform that you can order things, like, you know, Amazon, eBay, or depend in which country you live, you've got that platform, they can buy there everything. So guys, we would like to officially introduce to you Indonesian Amazon, which is Tokopedia. It's crazy, we found it. Okay, few things I want to share. Even if you will change language in that website, for English, it's half English, half Indonesian. So Google Translator will come in handy. I was basically translating everything, even yes or no, accept, delete, you know what I mean? Because some things you can Google, when you search, you can search in English, But yeah, all the like comments and sentences, they're in Balinese, Indonesian, but it's there. It's there. And we already ordered some things already arrived. And we're waiting for more. So it's pretty cool.
We've had a really good experience with it. Like obviously it's not next day delivery like Amazon Prime, but it comes relatively quickly within like a week or so. And yeah, delivery's cool, everything's cool. So we recommend tokopedia.com or dot something. You'll see it in the description.
We're gonna add it. And we are here. We're done. Guys, so this is our first video since we came to Bali. What are we going to do? We're going to share much more because now we're staying in a completely different area. Before we're living in Ubud, so all the videos about Ubud you can go, you can see. Now we actually can record a video to compare lifestyle in Ubud and in Seminyak. Seminyak is between Canggu and Kuta, so we've been Canggu many times and we can record more videos if you guys interested in, right?
So yeah, just let us know in the comments. If you're coming to Bali or thinking to come to Bali, if you have any questions, let us know. We read every single comment, and then if we see something that a lot of you guys are asking for, we would definitely record a video because there's so many questions, right? There's so many things that we plan on recording because yeah, when you come to Bali, you've got so many questions. What is it like? How's it going to be? We will get to it. But if you have anything specific, make sure to put it in the comments. We look forward to seeing your comments. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next video too. Other than that, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button if you got any value from this video. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't already subscribing for the good vibes, for the Bali videos, and for the lifestyle videos, travel videos, and everything else, spirituality, personal development that we do. And other than that, comment. Let us know where you are
from.
And if you got any questions. Other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.